I am Allison Testimonial. So I am a blogger, which can mean that I do a lot of things. I'm a writer, I'm a marketer, I do sales, events, advertising. I do a whole lot of things, but mainly I'm a writer. But I've had a successful blog for almost a decade. I started antiquing maybe just a few years ago. I used to think antiquing was things only boring old ladies did. But I was really close to my grandma, and she loved antiques, even for her. So they were like, 18th century things that, I don't even know where she got them. But her house was full of them, and I loved them, but I thought, they're just a little fussy for me. That's not my thing. But the older I got, and then after she died, I started seeing things that she'd had in her home, and it was really nostalgic for me. So we have an antique store that is just full of stuff that has memories for me, and I love it. I love books. I love reading. I live in kind of a small town, and the library is about this big, and I go in and request books all the time, but it's so cute. My mom was a librarian when I was growing up, and we'd go into the library on Saturday night before they closed. We'd have access to the whole library, and we'd wander around. You know that smell at a library that you can't get anywhere else? Just that smell of books that are old. Oh, it's so good. And it's just a ride down the hill. It's super fast to get there. So it's more fun to ride a bike there. If somebody was thinking about it on an e-bike, I would tell them to try it. Because I don't think that you can possibly explain what it is that first time to get on the bike. The bike's not just fun, it's practical for me because I have a disease called lupus, which makes it super hard with energy. So I'll have a day where I can't get out of bed and I'm struggling through my day, and I think, but I want to get outside. My husband can say, hey, it's Saturday, do you want to go for a bike ride? And if I'm not feeling great, I can say, yeah, you know what, I can go, and I'll just see how far we make it, which we did on Saturday. There's a great trail system near my house, and we biked, and about 35 minutes in, I was like, ooh, I'm out. So I just turned it on, and it was great. We throttled all the way up the hill. He still beat me, even though I was throttling it full blast up the hill, but it was great. And we went for a long time. I loved it. So that's pretty important for somebody like me, because I'm getting out 3 or 4 times a week where I wouldn't before at all, which I love.